Hi everyone and welcome to ARK episode 1 How To. So I'm basically going to show you how to hunt and gather in this episode, and also how to build your there's three things that you can unlock. What you do is you press the O button to your left pointer, which you can use to apply. That unlocks you can see I've got a few eggs. I've actually been and collected them from my dinosaurs at the start of this episode. I actually cleared out all of my items so that I can show you how to build things from the scratch basically. So I have nothing on me other than the clothes and the eggs that I'd just collected. So I'm just taking you around basically so you can see some of the dinosaurs that I've already tamed at the moment. I do have an episode coming soon with some more. Sorry, that's my computer deciding it needs to restart. But basically these are the dodos that I've got, but I've got an episode coming soon which shows you me taming some new dinosaurs that I've just got, so that should be quite good fun. It is a longer episode, so hopefully you will enjoy it. So basically you go around and pick up the eggs, and you can use the eggs, you can either eat them, if they're fertilised you can hatch them, and the other thing you can do is actually make kibble for the dinosaurs. Certain dinosaurs prefer different eggs in them, and you put meat and vegetables in the troughs as well, and you can cook them and make it into kibble. It isn't something I've done yet. I have got it lined up to do. I've got some plants and stuff to try and grow so that I'll be able to do this so you can actually see it. So I'm just going on to the engram points at the moment so you can see, and I'm going to teach how to do the campfire, I think it's the pickaxe, the club and the spear. They're kind of the main important ones. Especially your spear is good for hunting, your axe is good for collecting wood, thatch, flint and stone. Your club is it's also good for hunting, but your club is good for hunting as well. I've unlocked most of all of these. As you can see it says learned. It says learned, yeah. Any that are a bit more of a shadow is something I haven't unlocked yet. So I've basically been going down and just unlocking everything as I go. So obviously you can see that the handcuffs I haven't unlocked, partly because in PvE that I'm playing I don't really need them. In PvP you can use them because obviously you go up against other people and things like that, so I guess you can capture them if you want to. I might try the PvP. If anyone's interested in watching it, let me know and I'll try and get on. I did try in the beginning but it wouldn't let me onto a server, so whether they were just having problems that day I don't know. So basically, as you can see, when you've unlocked something, if you just move over it, it tells you what you need. So we're basically going to go out now and we're going to find some thatch, some stone and some wood. We won't find flint really until we have our pickaxe. You can't get it until then basically, because you can't hit rocks. You can collect stone. You basically go around, and if you press your triangle as you're running, you'll see a little hand come up on the right hand side, and it means you can collect things. When I was doing this, I couldn't seem to pick up any stone. It seemed to take ages, whereas normally I constantly pick it up, so it was a bit of fun. But at the moment we're just collecting berries. So berries in the beginning is what you need to feed yourself, so you can actually put them into your slots at the bottom by going into your inventory. I will show you how to do that later on, because this is at the moment it's a pre-record. I did do the commentary over the top when I filmed it, but the microphone didn't work, so if you do hear a little bit of mumbling in the background, it's the commentary that hasn't worked, so that's why I'm doing the voiceover now. So I did film this a couple days ago, so trying to remember what I did. So bear with me. But yeah, so obviously you can actually punch the trees. I pressed the wrong button then. You do have to be careful because it does lower your health. As you can see on the bottom on the right, that's your health bar. All you do is you stop punching it, wait a while, and your health bar will go up. But obviously what you don't want to do is go around hitting everything as quickly as possible, because you will die from it basically. I have done it as well, so I'm teaching you what not to do. To get water, you either go in the water like that. You can make later on water canisters and things like that, and water skins to take with you on journeys. Otherwise, if it's raining, you just get it from the rain. So as you can see, if you just click on the berries, so it's got the blue lines around, you can then click on a spot on the bottom, so that you can actually use it. Anything you have in the bottom of sort of the bottom right one, or the right one as you can see on the screen, there is a dinosaur that will come and steal things off you, and he always takes what's in that last one. You actually tame him this way. I'll be honest, I've never tamed one, and the amount of stuff that they've stolen off me, I'm not sure why. But they generally take the stuff and do a runner. I am going to try and tame one. I don't know if the idea is that you're meant to chase them until they're tamed, or if they just come, if you just stand still and they keep coming back to you. So I'm still working on that one. I can't for the life of me remember that what it's called, I will be honest. So as you can see, you go around, and I've just picked up some stone there, so that's good. So that means we can start to build something. So we're just going to have a look. Obviously, if you are running low on food, you can put more berries in, so you can use several different berries on in one go. So I think we're just building a pickaxe at the moment. Again, to use this, you just put it in your select items at the bottom, and then you can use it straight away without having to go into this all the time. So all of my items are all sort of a bit higgledy-piggledy. You can alphabetize them and things like that, but mine just kind of go in the order of which, I don't even think they've gone in the order of which they've unlocked. It's just, they've just gone in a random order. So I'm just going to show you how to make a campfire. You can't eat raw meat, and you can't eat raw fish. It makes you ill. You actually lose life from it. So with your pickaxe, you get more flint, and you also get more thatch when you're hitting the trees. With an axe or a hatchet, or depending on, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's a hatchet, you get more wood and more stone when you hit things. I tend to find with the pickaxe you also get more metal as well. You can just hit rocks to get metal from. There are more rocks, is more metal sort of in the caves and more in the mountains. I haven't explored up there yet. It is something that I'm going to do. Whether or not I'll do a series of sort of explore the island, I'm not sure, but we'll have a look and we'll see. So you do need to build a campfire as one of the first things that you really need to unlock, because one, you do get cold quite easily, especially in the beginning, because you actually have to build your clothes as well. You're basically spawning with just underwear, so you do need to build your clothes. As you can see, my character's actually cold and hungry, so I'm trying to build that campfire now and build that club so we can get some meat and get some fish. The easiest way to do it in the beginning is to just go fishing, because you can get a lot of meat from the fish. You do get a lot of meat from the dodos and things like that, but the fish seem to be a bit easier to get. So we'll just see what else we can craft at the moment. I think we're just looking. Yeah, so we've got the club and we have our spear. We still need to sort out our campfire, so we don't need too much more, just a bit of wood and some more stone by the look of it. As you can see, we didn't need much, so we just got that, and then we'll go get the stone, and then we'll go build a fire somewhere. So I'll build a temporary fire in this one. It probably won't be there in the next episode, because I probably will get rid of it. I do plan to build a wall the whole way around my island, and then I can just let the dinosaurs wander about. If they're set to wandering, If you've got male and female, they will breed and fertilise the eggs and things, so you can hatch them. I have hatched a couple, not very successfully, so I'm trying to figure that out a bit better so I can tell you how to do it. So hopefully that episode will come soon as well. So we're just going to go back to the island now. There are certain points in the water where you can actually just run straight across. I actually have two. One is slightly to the right. I actually missed it. I went just straight back to the island. And then one's to the left, which I'll show you. So all you do to hit them is just, to kill them, is just hit them. The club is okay. It's not something that I tend to use very often. I tend to use my sort of pickaxe and my club that I have. Well, not the club, the hatchet. Again, you do get more hide from using one of them, and you get more meat from using the other. So it is something to have a look at what you need to be sort of building is the best idea. So I'm just going to show you how to fish really, because my character's desperately needing some food. So we've got some meat. Just going to put down a little campfire. So your campfire, you can use thatch or wood to light your fire. You basically get 3 slots which to use. So you put them in just like that, light your fire, and then it'll cook it for you. Then when you go back to your fire, it'll have cooked meat on it, and you just take it off. This spot, if you ever spawn in here, is a really good glitch area. The fish actually get stuck, so it's quite interesting. You can get a lot of meat really quickly. So as you can see, we're going for the sort of cod variation in this one. And then you get a lot of meat, you go back and you can cook it. Again, with the meat, once it's cooked, you put it into one of the slots at the bottom. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. So you put it into one of the slots at the bottom, and then you can eat it. So it's the best thing to do at the beginning. It's what you need to do. Apologise for the dogs barking. Chris has just got home. So we'll leave the video there, and we'll see you next time. Bye.